All right. Let's fucking do it. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. This is the world's greatest show. It's Dusty. I love you. Got a big show tonight. Hell yeah. Gonna do what we do on a Friday, and I am going to kill it. Played a little bit of Tribes last couple days, and still managed to put together this barnstormer of a show. So, can't wait to hang out with you guys tonight, show you what I found. Got in the beta, though, of Tribes. It's alpha, actually. I got in the alpha of Tribes. It's the game I played 25 years ago competitively. Still rough around the edges, but look forward to playing it in the future. So you guys should check that out if you haven't. But let's go ahead and kick it off, folks, because like I said, I got a big show. They resumed the bombing in Israel. We're going to cover that at the end. Saving all that impressive stuff for the end. So if you don't want to see that, you can skip out on it. Going to start with some Chud Watch. Got some what the fuck, all kinds of stuff happening. But first, let me do a little ad here for you. Boom. As always, super chats are the lifeblood of the show. No questions dodged, every question answered. So over here, see my mouse? Down here, there's a $sign. Click it and then donate some money. Fat Dusty will pop up and eat your money. So you know you want to make Fat Dusty eat your money. It's super cool. All the kids are doing it these days. And the more you donate, the more serious I take a question. So you have an opportunity right now to buy my love. And also immortalize yourself forever and ever. Amen. When AI takes over and our AI God is watching this show 1 trillion years from now, he'll see your name and then probably resurrect you. So you want to be resurrected, don't miss that boat. So donate now. Hell yeah. Thank you in advance. All right, let's go ahead and kick the show off. Gonna start off with a little Chud Watch. Hell yeah. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chud. And then what do? We make fun of him. And all the kitties say, Rick, love, woo. And hell yeah. Starting us off on the Chud Watch. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We got him. So before he left, last ditch effort to pander to the chuds, to the maggots, to try to get support and keep him in office. Here he is. Last tweet before they voted him out, Representative George Santos. There are only 2 genders, male and female. Trust the science. Only I looked it up, and the science says there's more than that. But hey, don't let that get in the way. And then this got spread around. Remember last time they tried to vote him out, they didn't do it. They were like, nah, he's got to be convicted of something before we vote him out. We can't just vote him out willy fucking nilly, even though you could if you wanted to. But they didn't want to, I guess. Why would you do that? Scroll that over a little bit. Hell yeah. And move myself over a little bit. Boom. There we go. Perfect, Dusty. Amazing. Do that live. And so then Representative Max Miller, who is a Republican from Ohio, sent out a letter to everybody that said, I've seen a list of roughly 400 other people to whom the Santos campaign allegedly did this. I believe some other members of this conference might have had the same experience. While I understand and respect the position of those who will vote against the expulsion resolution, my personal experience related to the allegations and findings of the Ethics Committee compels me to vote for the resolution. Since I alluded to this on the floor yesterday, and because of the significance of the question before us, I believe you're entitled to this further explanation. So he goes on to basically say that Santos took his credit card and took his mother's credit card and charged like the max, way more money than you could ever imagine, way more money than he's allowed to charge from donors. And apparently other people had that happen to him too. So that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and they was like, hell no, you can fuck over anybody in the world you want to. You can fuck over all the maggots you want to. You can lie your ass off and get a job in Congress by fooling your constituents, but you can't steal from other congressmen. So yep. Breaking House votes to expel Representative George Santos. Sha-na-na-na, na-na-na-na, hey, 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 get fucked. And he did get fucked. Gone is Mr. Santos. And Maggots, not happy about it, folks. They don't care how big of a piece of shit con man you are. They don't care how big of a criminal you are. They just care about power. So yeah, they took to the Twitters, to the X to complain about it. Here is 105 different people who bitched about it. I'm not going to read all of them. Siderovich, remember rapey Mike Siderovich? Told y'all what you get from the new speaker. Exactly nothing. It's time to cut the crap out. How someone gonna prayer breakfast makes them a good person or whatever. Church is church. Politics is politics. Quit being goobers. We don't have much time left. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, all mad about it. DC Drano, hey, if we're expelling congressmen, let's fight fire with fire. When they censure our guys, we censure Adam Schiff and Rashida Tlaib. If they expel one of ours, then let's expel two of theirs. Make rhino backstabbers go on the floor for not expelling Marxists. Then primary them. Todd Peterson was mad. Joey Marinero, Mr. Tranny Seaman, he was mad. Nice wig. Who else? Miranda Devine was mad. Donald Trump Jr., of course, furious. Washington, D.C., young Republicans. Charlie Kirk, Watermelon Head, all beside himself. Cat Turd, shitting himself over it. A billionaire funded Benny Johnson, complaining his ass off. Representative Andy Biggs, being real small about it. Republican accountability, which doesn't fucking exist. Oxymoron. Representative Dan Bishop, mad. Lauren Boebert took time from masturbating her date in a public place to complain about it on Twitter. Corey Mills, just all of them. All of them freaking out about it. Can't hold anybody accountable if you're a Republican. All they care about is, hey, now we only have like 3 seats ahead of Democrats in the House. We lost one, so now everybody's got to show up to work all the fucking time. You guys want us to work for our living? Hell nah, can't have that. Stephen Miller, Mini Dr. Evil Mad, Amy Kramer, all of them. Look at all this list. So cry harder, noobs. You love to see it. Whine, piss baby snowflakes. And then Cat Turd came with this banger. He's like, no matter what they did, the Democrat Party would never expel one of their own. Motherfucker, you remember Al Franken? You know, the guy from Saturday Night Live? He's good enough, smart enough, and doggone it, people like him. He just took a picture where he pretended to grab a woman's boobs with her permission. She wanted to take the picture. He took it. And he was like, oh, shit, I got to resign now. He resigned. We hold our own accountable, even when we shouldn't have. Bring Al Franken back. That's what I say. So you're dumb, but your name is Cat Turd. So I guess that goes without saying. And then Donald Trump spent the week trying to foment violence against the wife of the judge in this case. Says this is the judge's wife and family that are putting these things out. I'm not entitled to a jury under this statute. Can this be happening in America? This is the most unfair trial in the history of New York. And I've seen some pretty unfair trials. And this was not from his wife. This is some fake person putting this out there. It's already been discovered. Not his wife, not related or connected to her in any way. So he's posted this several times, claiming this account belongs to the judge's wife. Doesn't care, doesn't give a shit, knows nothing's going to happen to him. And if somebody goes out and murders the wife or the judge, good, that's what he wants. He wants murder and death. He wants fear. So my boss, you don't come after him. And then, they got him this time, folks. Believe me, for sure. George Takei is like, Donnie, the court-appointed auditor of your company's just caught you moving $40 million from the Trump org to yourself so that you could pay your taxes and legal fees. That's not allowed under the judge's order. It's not going to go over well, especially as the judge decides penalties. Yeah, right. They ain't gonna do shit. Would you guys shut the fuck up already? They ain't never gonna hold him accountable for fucking nothing. He probably gonna be president again and just pardon himself or some shit. I'll believe it when I see it. And then, this is their new track, folks. Here's the Back the Blue people. Now, not only do they want to pardon all the insurrectionists, all the traitors who try to overthrow our democracy and put Trump in as a dictator, now they want to arrest the police who tried to stop them. I shit you not. Former President Donald Trump seemingly endorsed a call for Capitol Police officers who repelled rioters on January 6th to be prosecuted. Yeah, here he is. Retweeting the Hodge twins. The Capitol cops beat the hell out of innocent January 6ers. Here they are at the front door, just trying to keep them from coming in and lynching members of Congress. Keep them coming in and stopping the peaceful transfer of power to the new president doing their jobs. But yes, they are the ones who should be put in jail for this, and not all the people trying to storm the Capitol building and overthrow our democracy. Super cool, America. This is amazing. And of course, Hodge twins. Token. The house name is Hodge. And then Oh, this is the Hodge twins again. Fuck those guys. And is she dumb? Well, I mean, she's a Trump supporter, so yeah. Anyway, here's today's maggot zombie for you.
What do you love about Donald Trump?
I love the man. He's a real man.
He's a real man.
And I've been to 5 Trump rallies, and it just doesn't. We need him. This country needs him.
For what specifically? Like, what's the one thing when you say we need Donald Trump? What's the thing you?
He was an excellent leader. He was. I mean, he.
What do you do? One thing.
He made lots of changes that really got our country moving, and these Democrats are ruining our country.
Yeah, lots of things. He did things, and people were ruining it. And just trust me, we need him. He's a real man, for one thing. Unlike all the fake men like Joe Biden, who is completely fake with his vagina and everything. Just good. Dude, and you guys remember who Moms for Liberty is? They're like this anti-gay group who is all scared of wokeness. The woke mind virus is destroying our schools, and we got to take over all the school boards and whatnot. Last spring, Moms for Liberty co-founder and alleged bisexual. Yes, she's a bisexual. We just found out. We'll get there in a minute. Bridget Ziegler said that a 5th grade teacher in her state deserved to be investigated for showing a Disney movie which featured an openly gay character. Yes, just acknowledging that gay or bisexual people exist should be enough to get you fired, according to this woman. And I can assure you, in no way she is a hypocrite. No, she's a hypocrite. She's a bisexual, folks, which is just a fancy word for gay. She's like that's just gay with extra steps, to be honest with you. And yep. Her husband just got accused of rape, and apparently her and her husband have been having a 3-way with another woman for a while. Florida GOP chair husband of Moms for Liberty founder accused of rape by their alleged 3-way partner. Look at this chinless basketball-faced fuck. And I'm going to show you some more of this. 911 call released. Apparently they released the real 911 call. I won't play it for you, but basically a friend of this woman's called the police and said, hey, can you do a wellness check on her? She told me that this guy raped her and she was going to commit suicide. So basically what happened was she'd been having a 3-way for a while with this guy and his wife. You know, the woman I just showed you, the woman from Moms for Liberty, the real staunch Christian who hates gay people. So they was fucking. And apparently she only likes it when both of them are involved. I think she more leans towards being attracted to the woman, didn't want to just nail this guy by herself. And so then he came over her house without the other woman, and she was like, no thanks, I'm more into the vag than the pee. And so then apparently he raped her. That's what she says. Wasn't there, but that's what she claims. So yeah, this is Ron DeSantis' best friend and one of the leaders of the GOP in Florida. So exactly what you'd expect from these people. And the Miami Herald is asking, if Moms for Liberty co-founder had sex with a woman, why is she targeting Florida gays? Well, that's a very easy question, because religion is all about grifting. It's about conning idiots out of their fucking money. They don't actually care about any of this. They just know if they appeal to your bigotry, that you'll lavish them with gifts and money. They'll make dollar bills, y'all. And they can just take your money and go buy them fancy houses. They can have 3-ways with all the women they want to. Clearly, that's what it's all about. And it works. It'll still work. You guys will probably still give them money, right? You're still going to fund the Moms for Liberty. You don't care. Conservatives don't care about anything. And I'm going to have to stop saying just conservatives now, because after dealing with all the Democrats over the Joe Biden shit, over the 7,000 children that have been murdered, I'm starting to think a lot of Democrats don't actually care about anything either. It's depressing. We're going to get there. I'm getting ahead of myself. And then Moms for Liberty had to delete a tweet in defense of her. They was all, hell no, you don't attack our co-founder. She's fucking awesome. And then rape allegations came out, and allegations of her being bisexual. And all of a sudden they're like, oopsies, gotta pull that shit. Here was our tweet. Yet another attempt today to ruin the reputation of a strong woman fighting for America. Hashtag strong women scare those that seek to destroy our country. We stand behind Bridget A. Ziegler and every other badass woman fighting for our kids and America. Let's make strong women trend. Only spoiler alert, they didn't stand by her, because they immediately deleted this, as well as any connection to her, which is pretty smart after the audio came out of the woman saying, hey, my friend got raped by them. You might not want to associate with them anymore. Call the cops. And so, yeah. And then Purge Mask, Laura Loomer fighting with the Moms for Liberty. I'd love to see them fight. Laura's like, Moms for Liberty seems to have a lot of sexual deviance around their inner circle, says the woman who is supporting Trump, going to work for Trump as his mouthpiece, basically, when he gets back in office. So, yeah, you ain't got much room to talk there, Purge Mask. What a weird group, says one of the weirdest people in the world, Laura Loomer. But if you recall, I raised red flags about this group months ago. Between Esther Berg, Casey DeSantis, and Bridget Ziegler, Moms for Liberty is pretty screwed up. And you know you're fucked when Laura Loomer says you're fucked. I hope they kill each other, to be honest with you, in Minecraft. And then, speaking of DeSantis, like I said, was his best friend. Staff members for DeSantis had to scramble and buy a Bible on Amazon for $21 right before his inauguration, because when they asked him for his family Bible to be sworn in, they learned he didn't have one. Yeah, no shit. All these people are fakes. They're all con men. They're all just here to grift off the fucking idiots who they know all they have to do is say, Jesus, I love me some Jesus. The Bible, the greatest book ever. And the fucking no-tooth mouth breathers will go out there and vote for DeSantis. He loves Jesus. But none of these people love Jesus. It's clear that Trump is an atheist. I don't fucking want him on our team, but he probably is. DeSantis, atheist as fuck. They don't give a shit about any of this, but keep voting for them, conservatives. Yeah, you guys love to be grifted. You love to be abused. You got some kind of fetish for it at this point. And then they had a big debate last night on the Fox News. Gavin Newsome walked into the fire and basically debated both Sean Hannity and Ron DeSantis at the same time and murdered them both. Going to show you a few very short clips, because I know you've probably seen most of these already. Anyway, most of this, I just want you to pay attention to Ron DeSantis. As I always say, he's like a space alien who just landed on Earth and is trying to figure out how to be a human with his weird-ass smile. Just why are these people so creepy?
I'm the only guy here that's a border state governor. You're trolling folks and trying to find migrants to play political games to try to get some news and attention so you can out-Trump Trump. And by the way, how's that going for you, Ron? You're down 41 points in your own home state. I'm the one that...
Ooh, murder. Somebody call 911. We just witnessed homicide. That was great. And then I've never seen an alleged human struggle this much to perform the act of smiling like DeSantis.
So, Sean, there are profound differences tonight, and I look forward to engagement. But there's one thing in closing that we have. So,
what is wrong with you? Holy God, let's look at another one and make fun of him as we do it. A man dying inside in real time.
And your immigration policy can best be described as a governor from the state of Florida going into another state, the state of Texas, lying to migrants, promising them jobs and housing, sending them to an island, Martha's Vineyard, and then sending them to a parking lot. And your immigration...
See, I've been wondering, why can't he smile? Well, my guess is he's a sociopath that actually hates people, and so he's probably not around people like a lot by choice. And because you lack empathy, you don't have any idea how to be a real human being because you don't interact with them in a normal way. And also, he's just a miserable sack of shit who doesn't like smile a lot normally because he's just filled of hatred. Yeah, he doesn't know how to smile. He's just weird, creepy. Just like most Republicans are. They're strange. They're a strange bunch. I'll give them that. And then Newsom was like, hey, you follow the science. You follow the facts. And DeSantis is like, that's not true. No, I didn't. No, I didn't follow the facts. But he did wear a mask, whether he wants to admit to it or not. Here he is, wearing it poorly. Lost some weight since then, though. I'll give him that. And then demolished him here again. This is why DeSantis only does interviews with propaganda networks.
I love this guy talking about backing the blue when you dangled pardons for January 6 insurrectionists, 85 of them that were literally charged with attacking law enforcement. You talk a big game about backing the blue. With all due respect to the crime rate, again, he's not answering the fact that he has a higher murder rate than the state of California, a 66% higher gun death rate than the state of California. And I can easily answer this point. Gun safety saves lives. I don't think it, I know it. And the data bears that out in the state of California. California proudly does lead in terms of common sense gun safety. Common sense gun safety saves lives. You had the chance to do something meaningful. You had a chance to do something on behalf of those Parkland families. You did the exact opposite. You moved in the exact opposite direction. With all due respect, look at your own backyard, Ron.
So
You're not mining your backyard on this issue.
I will do.
I love this guy.
Man, just amazing. to watch Gavin Newsome work, to watch how well he speaks. I really wish he would take over the presidency from Joe Biden. He would be so much better, in my opinion. Now, I've read what he says about Israel. I don't think he'd probably be any better on Israel, but he might have a better chance of winning because he doesn't have that baggage from having the most disgusting, feckless response to the Israeli-Gaza situation as Joe Biden does. And can you imagine Joe Biden speaking in such a way? I know we can't make fun of Joe Biden because he has a stutter, but he just is not eloquent. Being part of a leader means having to speak well, communicate well, and Joe Biden just does not do that anywhere near this. Plus, he has the fire in his belly, the youth, the energy. We need somebody like this in the White House instead of what we have, unfortunately. Anyway, more from Gavin Newsome.
And security, I would argue, is a prerequisite for the pursuit of happiness.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more. We're near 50-year lows, down 55% violent crimes in the state of California from the 1990s. And I want to compare and contrast that with the issue in Florida that you didn't mention, and that's the murder rate. And let's broaden it more broadly. The issue is 7 of the top 10.
Those numbers were part of the murder rate. 7
of the top 10 murder rates in the United States of America are red states. He has a 66% higher gun death rate than the state of California. He has a higher murder rate. Go to places like Jacksonville. Go to places like Orlando. Go to places like Tampa. The murder rate's off the charts compared to cities like San Francisco. And you know what? Even more egregiously, Sean, and I think this is important, the American people deserve an answer from you, Ron. You had one of the worst mass shootings in American history, Parkland. 17 kids were gunned down, lives lost, 17 others, lives torn asunder. You had a young girl by the name of Jamie Gutenberg, whose father pleaded with you to do something about it. And you know what you did? You did the exact opposite. You made it easier for felons to get guns without background checks, without any training. These people pleaded with you, the parents and the families, to get tough on gun safety. And again, you made it easier for felons. He said of you, Ron, and I agree with him, after you signed that concealed carry bill, which increases the likelihood, Fred Gutenberg said, of more Jamies losing their lives and more Parklands, he called you weak, pathetic, and small. So with respect, I appreciate you're talking to police officers in the state of California. You may want to spend a little bit more time, not on the Ohio Trail and other places across this country. You may spend a little more time back in your home state and address the murder and gun violence in your own backyard.
So this just ran all over him. It was crazy, 2-on-1. But if you read like the comments, which I did after the debate was over, it was basically like this. Conservatives claiming that DeSantis destroyed Gavin Newsome, that he won hands down.
Also pulling out the map of the feces in San Francisco, another strong and powerful moment. I think the clear winner, Ron DeSantis, in a nearly impossible task for Gavin Newsome. Also,
Gavin Newsome clearly won, but it doesn't even matter because they live in an alternate reality. It's all about what side you're on. Both sides are kind of cultish, right? And so if you're on the left, you thought Gavin Newsome won. If you're on the right, you thought DeSantis won, even though Gavin Newsome clearly won. But like I said, it'd be great if Gavin Newsom actually took over for Joe Biden. We have to put pressure, in my opinion, on Joe Biden to resign immediately so somebody can get in there that has a better shot of beating Trump. That's just my opinion. A lot of people disagree with me. I got a lot of bad feedback, both through email and on my comment section, where people are saying, oh my God, Dusty, I no longer support this show because you dared speak out about Joe Biden. All right. I'm going to keep doing it. So you might want to go watch David Pakman. If you're more worried about Joe Biden than you are about the thousands of dead children in Gaza, David Pakman is your man, not me, because I'm not going to shut up. I'm not going to pretend like I don't believe the things that I believe just to please you guys. Or because, oh my God, boogeyman Donald Trump. You got to shut the fuck up. Can't say what you think, Dustin, because Donald Trump waiting in the shadows. Nope. We got to hold our side accountable. Because if we don't hold our side accountable, we're just as bad as they are, right? And by the way, putting pressure on Joe Biden makes it more likely that he'll put pressure on Israel. We might say fucking lies by shutting our fucking mouth and just letting him do whatever the fuck he wants to do with no pushback whatsoever. That's costing children's lives. I will not do that. I won't be a fucking part of that. And if you're going to be a part of that, that's on fucking you. Meanwhile, one of the nastiest son of a fucks to ever live, Henry Kissinger, died during my show last Wednesday. If you're wondering why Henry Kissinger was such a horrible, horrible piece of shit, here's a 2-minute video to explain it to us.
Henry Kissinger is somehow still alive, and in his lifetime, he's been responsible for some of the worst atrocities in the history of the world. As he turns 100 on Saturday, we wanted to recap just a few of the war crimes that stand as his true legacy. Under Nixon, Kissinger oversaw the massacre of millions in Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos from 1969 to 1973. He was the mastermind behind the carpet bombing of Cambodia, which deliberately targeted civilians, personally approving all 3,875 bombing raids in Cambodia. And to this day, Laos remains the most bombed country in world history. In Chile, Kissinger played a key role in orchestrating the US-backed 1973 coup that toppled the socialist government of Salvador Allende and installed the fascist Augusto Pinochet. Pinochet's brutal regime murdered thousands and subjected tens of thousands more to torture during his 16-year reign. Kissinger aided the Pakistani dictator Yahya Khan against Bangladesh's liberation war of 1971, enabling the mass slaughter of an estimated 300,000 to 3 million people. Kissinger authorized and armed Suharto, the Indonesian dictator, in his genocidal invasion of East Timor in 1975. This campaign led to the death of over 200,000 Timorese through massacres and forced starvation. In 1976, Kissinger gave his pre-approval to Argentina's right-wing military junta for their dirty war against leftists, resulting in the brutal murder, torture, and disappearance of over 30,000 people. This is only a glimpse into the extensive list of Kissinger's crimes, and new things are still being revealed every year. While Kissinger continues to be honored and held in high regard by the mainstream political establishment, it's clear that he should rightfully be remembered as one of the biggest mass murderers in history.
Are we the bad guys? Starting to think we might be the baddies here, folks. Yikes. The blood trail of the American government is just insane and still going strong today. And here they are, Kissinger and his wife. We have villains from James Bond movie. How is this fucking real life? How are these the people that are in charge of American policy? But they are, folks. These are the people, rich as shit, multimillionaires, going to their fancy shindigs, bombing the shit out of every goddamn brown person, every left-wing government in the fucking world, while we all pay for it. If we don't pay for it, they're going to put us in fucking jail. And both goddamn sides. There's no escape from it. When they say that they hate us for our freedoms, just know how fucking full of shit they are. And then, God, the strangest body type I've ever seen. Holy God, what even is this? A round basketball. This is literally the body type of the Penguin. Not Danny DeVito, but the actual Penguin costume they put him in. I guess evil makes you look like a supervillain. The demons just enter your body. Meanwhile, right-wingers are mad because left-wingers are happy that he's dead. I dare us to be mad happy this mass murderer is dead. Fox News is like, left-wing media celebrate Henry Kissinger's death. Rolling Stone, Henry Kissinger, war criminal, beloved by America's ruling class, finally dies. HuffPost, Henry Kissinger, America's most notorious war criminal, dies at 100. Yeah, quit making him look cool. I don't even like Rolling Stone or HuffPost that much, Fox News, but God damn it, you're trying to sell them to me. Stop it, please. And want to see some rank hypocrisy? Never been a bigger dipshit than Mayor Eric Adams. Here he is, just a few, I guess, year ago.
All those awards and degrees that hangs on Henry Kissinger's wall should be removed, and we must not be revisionists. We must let history truly reflect who Henry Kissinger was and what he did to the countless number of men and women who cried out and left their blood on the battlegrounds.
That's right. No revisionist history. We must let everybody know exactly, what's that? Mayor Eric Andrew. Henry Kissinger fled Nazi Germany to become a Nobel laureate and one of the most consequential diplomatic leaders of the 20th century. And you could feel his presence when he entered the room. His legacy continues to shape our world. On behalf of New York City, I offer my condolences to his family and loved ones. Good God, dude. No integrity whatsoever. Not very consistent there, Mayor Eric Adams. Do better, New York City. And then, awesome community note here. Has anybody lost more credibility than AIPAC recently? It's like AIPAC is just trying to get rid of any kind of goodwill that they might have garnered over the years. AIPAC is like, Henry Kissinger was a towering intellect, diplomat, and practitioner who, not without controversy, helped shape American foreign policy with a lasting impact worldwide. Blah, blah, blah. But Henry Kissinger's like, during a meeting of the Washington Special Actions Group, Kissinger said, if it were not for the accident of my birth, I would be anti-Semitic. Any people who has been persecuted for 2,000 years must be doing something wrong. Yeah, but AIPAC don't care, folks. Anybody that helps them, I guess, murder children. Super cool, including Elon Musk. Just sellouts of the highest fucking order. Meanwhile, Charlie Kirk calling for the ban of TikTok. Here's the free speech absolutist for you. So what they did, folks, is they knew Twitter was getting progressives elected. It was helping unite the young people and push Democrats in office. So they were set out to either take control of it or destroy it. Either way, it was fine. So Elon Musk bought it with the hopes of turning it into a right-wing circle jerk, which he did, but he was hoping it would be financially stable, which it's not. So if it gets destroyed, that's just as good. Elon Musk and the number one investor in Twitter/X, Saudi Arabia, were perfectly fine with destroying it, which they did. So now they got their sights on the next big site, who's pushing progressive politics, who's pushing back against Israel, who's putting out a lot of propaganda, but also a lot of truth. TikTok. So ban it. Watermelon Head says TikTok has suspended a fan account of the Charlie Kirk Show again. This is the 20th time the account has been suspended for hate speech. It's way past time to ban TikTok. It's a cancer on America. Will Speaker Johnson act? Yeah, just ban everything we don't like. Anything that might push progressive politics. Let's just get rid of it all. We don't have to compete against it. That's what they want to do. Very transparent, but we'll see. And last but not least, on the Chud Watch, I can't believe how good of a job that Piers Morgan is doing lately. It's sort of nuts. I don't want to give him too much credit because he is a giant fucking shithead in every goddamn possible way. But he had murderer Kyle Rittenhouse on his show, and he didn't give him a soft bait interview. He actually hammered him a little bit, just trying in any way to get him to show a little humanity. Hey, you killed 2 people, right? You shot 3 people. You feel bad about it at all? Like anything inside of you? And all he had to say was like what any normal, empathetic human being would say. All Kyle had to say was, yes, I think about it every night. I think about how I wish so much that I wouldn't have gone there, that I would not have put myself in that position, that I could take it back and not have killed those people. Every time I close my eyes, I see their faces. I took everything that they have, everything that they'll ever have, and I so wish I could take that back, but I can't. So I have to live with the horrors of my own actions. Nope, can't do that. It's all about him, folks. Here's fetal alcohol to explain it to you.
You killed 2 people and you wounded a 3rd. How do you feel about that?
Well, Pierce, they attacked me. They left me with no choice. I have nightmares every night of being attacked and being ambushed and them trying to steal my gun and pointing guns in my face. It's not an easy thing to do, but I did what I had to do to stay alive, and if I didn't, I would be dead.
Yeah, listen, you were acquitted, and many in America believe that you had the absolute right to defend yourself. I'm just curious, on a human level, you know, you're very young even now. What are you, 20 years old now?
Yes, sir.
And you've killed 2 human beings and wounded a 3rd. I just wonder how that feels.
I don't think that's an appropriate question to ask how it feels. It's not an easy thing to do. It's something I live with every single day. It's nightmares I have. It's something that I have to deal with. I have to deal with the PTSD and the trauma from having to do that.
Right. I mean, but it seems to me your emotions are more about you.
Yes.
And your trauma because your life was being threatened and that side of it, rather than the question I'm asking, which is simply on a human level. How do you feel about being so young and yet having on the record for the rest of your life now that you took the lives of 2 people, regardless of the circumstances?
And like I just said, it's something I deal with every day. I deal with the PTSD and the trauma and the nightmares. It's not easy to deal with it.
Poor cow. Well, maybe you shouldn't have fucking took a gun somewhere you didn't belong and murdered a couple people, you know? That's completely on fucking you. Good God. No wonder he's a darling to the right.
Little weenie pussy boy. The most inferior genetics you can possibly get. Hero to the right. They exalt the worst among us. Kyle Rittenhouse. My PTSD, Piers. What about my PTSD? What about me? What about me, Piers?
Fuck you. If there any justice in the world, I can't finish that sentence. And that is my Chud Watch. Hell yeah. What we got to say about that, dirty, sexy pores? Do we love Kyle Rittenhouse? No, we don't. Freaking dartboard face. Snowflake. Yeah, a little weenie. Ooh, wussy pussy. Feels great. I get high thinking about it. He does, definitely. He's made a lot of money off of it. Being a murderer is very lucrative if you're a conservative. Do that thing where you try to cry, Kyle. Yeah, your crocodile tears. Fuck that little vagina you instigated. He sure did. Made a video talking about wanting to kill looters. Beat up a girl on video and then went out and put himself in a position where he could murder some folks. One of the guys he murdered thought he was a active shooter and was just trying to save people. He literally murdered somebody trying to be a hero. No guilt, no emotion, no care about that whatsoever. Yeah, not cool or tough without his AR-15, definitely. Shittenhouse, a great nickname. And all right, get your super chats in, folks. But guess what I have for you? I have one Karen, but it's a mecha Karen. It's like the god of all the other Karens. So even though it's only one, I'm going to play the intro video because I haven't played it in a while. Let's fucking do it. It's clear you're just a mess. You should be caring less. It's obvious you're completely out of touch. 'Cause, bitch, you're caring too much. Wait for the ding. Ooh, I love the ding. And tonight's Karen gonna get evicted. For sure, going to get fired if she has a job. Good God, this is not how to handle the situation. So apparently a black FedEx delivery woman was trying to take packages into the building. And she's like, no, just give me the packages. I can't let you into the building. You're black. And she's like, I can't give you other people's packages. I have to deliver them. That is literally my entire job. And this is how she responded to it, folks.
She's out here harassing this lady trying to do her job.
They're all ganging up on me.
Ain't nobody ganging up on you. You know what you was doing. You was harassing that woman in between those doors. You can't deliver her package.
And you black people can't. You can't.
That's your thing. That's your thing because we black.
Your clan attitude.
Where you going live on video.
I told the
You'll be on YouTube, Karen. You'll be on YouTube, Karen. You will be on YouTube, Karen. For the way that you act. You should have just went on and walked your dog and got out of her way. She could not give you that package.
You should be thankful for
that package do not belong. What do you mean by thankful?
You're in our country.
To be in our country.
You right. What's your name?
You have a car to drive. You're not living in a dust bowl in Africa.
So you're entitled to be in America and I'm not.
No, you should.
You're entitled to be in America and I'm not.
I don't need a bunch of black people ganging up on me.
Well, why was you threatening her? Go ahead on.
Arkansas.
Go ahead on. Well, you need to go back where you're from then. If you can't stay in Arkansas.
That's right, because you guys have taken over like tribes.
That's right. Well, you'll be famous on YouTube.
Bill Clinton, who's a black woman, told me Bill Clinton screwed a black woman and decided they were human. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
Well,
you should have known a lot more than.
I'm glad you think that way.
Bill Clinton decided to fuck some woman.
I'm glad you decided to think that way.
Well, listen.
We got you, baby.
I don't need a bunch of black people ganging up.
We got you, baby.
Woman, shut the fuck up.
I don't care.
We got you, baby.
You will.
Go. You cannot help her. She explained it to you that she could not give you them folks packages.
I was telling her I couldn't let her in. I was telling her don't sneak in the building behind me while I had the door open.
Okay, just go ahead on in. Just go ahead. Call them.
Poor dog.
Call them.
Chucking that dog
You're going to
around.
be on YouTube. Go call your police. Go call them.
She's going to.
Go call them.
Call the police.
No, you call them.
Because you're on
you felt threatened. You should have called them yourself.
Your little tribal path.
All right. You remember that.
Problems. You're lucky you're not in a dust bowl in Africa.
You remember that when they put your ass out this building.
They will.
I'm going to show you better than I can tell you.
Yeah, he will.
You don't belong on this property.
Uh-huh.
I will call the police if this continues with anybody else.
Put me off. Put me off.
Call the police if this continues with anybody else.
Put me off.
Yeah, somebody trying to help her.
You do not have my permission to film me, and you do not have my permission to publish me.
You are in a public place, and it is constitutional right to do it.
This is not
If you
public.
do not,
This is not a public place. This is private.
it is his constitutional right
This
to.
is a
It is
private
his constitutional right to.
I belong here. I
If
pay
you
my
do
rent.
not like it, you can go into your room or leave.
Oh, let's go in here.
I ain't following you,
But
bitch.
right now, there has been no crime. There's nothing we can do about it.
So
Do
what
for
made
you.
you come?
We're here for something else.
We actually got a noise disturbance call. That's what we.
Yeah, no.
No,
Oh,
it
so
was
it was
something
for
different.
something upstairs. It was something different. We just happened to
There
come
was-
up and something else.
Well, I've been busy trying to call FedEx corporate the whole time because that's what I did last time this
Okay,
happened.
well, it'll be a civil issue. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, I'm not
Have it-
concerned about it. Like I said, this has been done before. They get like a pack of wolves.
Okay, well, have a good day.
Bye-bye. You as well.
So yeah, they're gonna evict you if they haven't already. I wonder if they have or not. Let me see. Counts, chuds of TikTok follows. Why did you limit the fucking comments, chuds of TikTok? Be better than that. Anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on it. I'm sure she's got to get her just desserts. That was horrible, Karen. You behaved poorly, and you're going to pay for it, undoubtedly. What you guys think about that, Karen? The find out phase, yes. She has fucked around, about to go through the found out phase. Absolutely. Dog needs a help me sign. Hopefully that dog will go to a better home. Yeah, super Mecca, Karen. Not mega, Mecca. Dust Bowl in Africa, the cradle of life. I know, right? Couldn't help herself. It's pathological. She thinks she's hurting them. Oh, you're hurting my feelings? You're talking against me. Well, me being racist will hurt you. That's what they all think. But at the end, all you're doing, Karen, is hurting yourself. Yeah, that poor dog. I do agree with that. All right, move right along, folks. Let's do some Beyond Parody. Beyond Parody! Hell yeah. First off, on tonight's Beyond Parody. Oh, shit. Fellas, is it gay to drink out of a straw? Definitely, definitely. This is real life, y'all.
Joe Biden's Thanksgiving trip to Nantucket. He polar plunged, did a little Black Friday shopping with Hunter, and he called one of our correspondents stupid. And we're willing to look past that little outburst, but some things we just can't let slide. Joe Biden used a straw.
Oh, no.
Now, if you've seen me on The Five or on Prime Time, you know I recommend that all men refrain from using straws.
Definitely.
It's unbecoming. The way a man's lips purse. The size of the straw is just too dainty. The way your fingers clasp on it. No, come on.
Come on.
Straws are for women and little kids.
Straws are for women, folks. This is the #1 cable news network in America. So if you're in another country and you're wondering, why are things so fucked up in America? This is why. And yes, of course, Donald Trump used a straw. Here's Bill O'Reilly. Remember, a murderer got Dr. Tiller killed. But they don't care. No consistency whatsoever. It's just about trolling, owning the left. And I don't know about you, but I am incredibly fucking owned. And then one more on this short Beyond Parody tonight. Very scary they can vote, but hey, at least we have the good liars to keep us all entertained.
The Bible should be taught in schools?
Yes.
Let me turn the volume up a little bit. Boom, boom.
The Bible should be taught in schools?
Yes.
Yeah?
Most definitely. Because children have gotten away from that, because they have. And it needs to be put back in all the schools, Catholic schools and public schools.
So you want the Bible back in school. Do you think there are books that should be banned from schools?
Yeah, of course.
There is a book that has a story of two daughters getting their father drunk and having sex with them. Would you want that in a school?
No, absolutely. Yeah, of course not.
Ban it.
Of course not.
No.
That's outrageous.
That's the devil's
Outrageous.
work.
Devil's
We don't
book.
want the devil's work in school.
All right, well, there you have it. Talk to some people who want the Bible taught in school, but also want the Bible banned in school.
Ban it immediately, but of course I'll say that's different. It's different when it's the Bible. The Bible can say whatever it wants to. We don't care. We have no consistency, no morals, nothing. God damn it. And all right, get your super chats in, folks. We're going to do the what the fuck, followed by the trash world, and then we're going to read the super chats. So get them in right now while you still can. It's going to be too late. FOMO, fear of missing out. But right now, it's a what the fuck mixed with trash world. Can I do a combo? What the trash world? Oh, nailed it. Can't get any better than that. Shut up, music. And first off, on the what the fuck trash world. Oh, yeah. Man, I don't want to be a hater. I kind of wish I was Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose ran in to her #1 spender on OnlyFans this winter. Look at this guy. I believe his shirt says, "If I die, delete my browser history," and gave her $62,000 in a single month. Holy God. I guess he is a Bitcoin millionaire or some shit. But dude, you know how many hookers you could have had sex with for $62,000 in 1 month? You gave this girl $62,000. She won't even touch you in the fucking photo you took of her. What is wrong with you? I mean, I know a lot. I mean, look, dude, everything about this is bad and wrong and weird and creepy. All of it is a no. But good God, think of all the good you could have done with that money. And you might have noticed this. Look at his glasses. He gonna take some video and save that shit for later. Man, I cannot believe, or I cannot imagine being this pathetic, this hard up. But I mean, I look at that guy and I guess I can't imagine it. How did he get so much money? Good lordy, y'all. And then, I guess that's all my what the fuck. Time for the trash world. This week, Russia banned LGBTQ activism as extremist because, yeah, that's all they have to worry about. They're like, economy's collapsing. They're getting their ass whipped in a fucking war. So let's do what they do in America. Distract people with complete nonsense and bullshit. Fearmonger over gays and trans people. Russia's Supreme Court ruled on Thursday that LGBT activists should be designated as extremists in a move that representatives of gay and transgender people fear will lead to arrests and prosecutions. I mean, that's the point. A Reuters reporter in court heard it announced that it had approved a request from the Justice Ministry to recognize what it called the international LGBT social movement as extremist and to ban its activities. The move is part of a pattern of increasing restriction in Russia on expressions of sexual orientation and gender identity, including laws outlawing the promotion of non-traditional sexual relations and banning legal or medical changes of gender, which is why conservatives love Russia so much. They want to turn us into this, folks. Theocracy taking over. Of course, Russia doesn't care. You think Vladimir Putin really gives a shit about any of this? He's just trying to distract you idiots. And I guess it's working. Could not collapse quick enough. Meanwhile, in America, MSNBC has banned fired one of the only reporters that's worth the shit over there. Mehdi Hassan, one of their Muslim broadcasters, one of the few people that actually holds people accountable and tries to humanize Palestinians, fired. This comes after they fired a couple of other Muslim correspondents and reporters that they had on there. Breaking Messy is canceling Mehdi Hassan's show. Mehdi has been outspoken about the crimes Israel is committing in Palestine and about how Muslims and Arab voters, I can't say Arab voters in the U.S. are delusional with Biden. I got that southern thing in me. I got to say Arab. And he said, yes. Mehdi Hassan's show has ended on Peacock and will be ended on MSNBC next month. Still a few weeks left. Thank you all for watching over the past 3 years. Going forward at MSNBC, I'll serve as a guest anchor across prime shows and beyond as an on-air political analyst. MSNBC is claiming it's because of ratings, but I don't know about that, dog. I'm just saying I think it might be because he is spoken out against the war crimes Israel is committing and been an advocate for Palestinian people, and you can't have that in our American media anymore. Scary times here, folks. And did you guys see this one? Apparently, RuPaul taking that's not RuPaul? No, that is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle taking pictures with chuds, like Lauren Boebert. And there was another Republican dipshit he took a picture with, and looks bad. Boebert says just 3 people who understand that there's only 2 genders. Hilarious. Dave Chappelle and Representative Anna Pauline Luna. And Dave Chappelle spoke out. He said, they tricked me. They tricked me into doing this, y'all. Scroll down. Chappelle then spoke about the interaction with Boebert at his Washington, D.C. show, reportedly claiming she tricked him and referencing her infamous night watching the Beetlejuice musical. He reportedly said, she tricked me, before adding Boebert was rubbing her mitts together in anticipation of getting a photo with him. Chappelle reportedly said he didn't feel like he could say no. It's real easy. You just go, no! Get the fuck away from me, you giant piece of shit. Real simple, Dave. Anyway. It was a human moment to oblige her request. But then the comedian reportedly claimed he was blindsided by her tweet, saying he understood that there were two genders. It's a shame she tricked me, Chappelle is reported to have said. I had 2 tickets to Beetlejuice, and I was going to give her one. Good one, but also, just say no, Dave. Just say no. It would have been a lot easier, but whatever. I'm just disappointed. And then, oh yeah, very trashy. So, men these days have been made to feel like they can't make their emotions known. They have to keep everything bottled up inside of them. When they try to express their feelings, they're a lot of times shut down, not just by other men, but other women. And this man was just trying to make this point, and he obviously has thought this through very well. He expresses his opinion so eloquently, just pitch perfect. And then watch, like clockwork, with no hint of irony whatsoever, the woman next to him does exactly what he's complaining about. Let's have a look.
A couple things. And I'm just going, ladies, give me grace. I don't feel like men are given that safe space in a relationship to be vulnerable and to be honest without being judged or without it being hijacked about how I made you feel about my honesty. And so what a lot of men learn to do through conditioning with dealing with women over time, even with their mothers, even with their family members, is learn to internalize this, because even if I have a legitimate gripe, I know when I tell you this, you may start to cry, you may start to flip it, and now I'm talking more about how you feel about what I said than what I actually said. And so we always talk about providing safe space for women, and that's a conversation, period, and stick that. But also for men, I think men are yelling and moving towards, like, I want to be having a safe space too. Keita, what's up?
I have a rebuttal to that, and I wonder if our rebuttals match.
What's up?
My question to that is now, because you said that you feel like the conversation goes there, is that just what the conversation turns into, and that's how you solve a problem? Because you might say something, and then I respond, and that's how the conversation is going. Hey, I like the fact you opened up to me, but I didn't like the way you said it. So can we talk like this, or can we do that?
So in a small example of what I was talking about is what happened just now. Right? Instead of realizing how I felt was legitimate and it was real and it was authentic and it's coming from a place of this is actually happening to me.
What happened?
You said, okay, but maybe it's not happening like this. Maybe it's happening like that.
I gave you a different perspective.
Hold on, let me finish though. I guess what I'm saying is, it is that. What happens is most, and I'm generalizations, don't quote me, but most men on an average basis probably word for word cannot out-argue you or out-discuss you. So what end up happening is, if you are more skillful with words, you're more skillful with twisting, semantics, or whatever, you will take control of this conversation, and this man he didn't even get out what he actually wanted to get out.
Yeah.
And now
see what happened though.
Yeah, I saw what happened. She did exactly what he was talking about right there, live on the spot. What timing? Not listening, not letting him share his emotions and his feelings. And men are forced to internalize a lot of this. This is why the suicide rate among men is so high. Got to get that shit out, fellas. It's okay to cry. It's okay to talk about it. And that is my trash world. Hell yeah. And now we do a commercial. I apologize in advance. Folks, if you're watching this video right now, and you clearly are, please, could you become a patron? I don't allow ads on my show. I don't sell anything. I don't bullshit you. I don't con anybody. I just make content for free and put it out there. And I rely 100% on you guys to support the show to keep me and the cats and the dogs going. So if you click on the more on the description of this video right now, the very first links to my Patreon, patreon.com/podcast. Become a member right there. Could you please consider becoming a member? I know it's a pain in the ass to put your PayPal or your credit card information in there, but like, if you enjoy all the content I put out there, please consider supporting me. Please consider supporting the show. I really need it. I've lost a lot of support in my coverage of Palestinians. A lot of Zionists have abandoned me. A lot of them been shitting on me. So please help me if you can afford it. I appreciate it, and thank you in advance. And all right, let's read the super chats. Who's going to start us off tonight? Vincent Solorito I love you, Dusty. You're smart, handsome, and funny. Well, I'm two of those things. Guess which two? Jason Ashby. Hell yeah, socialism. Jason Ashby rocks. Mitchell God, nothing going on. Or nothing to do much socialism for a while, if any. Got money problems. Hey, I'm sorry, but $5 is good, Mitchell. Appreciate you. It all adds up. 10 from Great Scott. Dusty, is there a certain video I can watch to know why you're pissed at Pac-Man? I was going to cover it on my last show, but it got cut out. David Pac-Man has been shilling for Joe Biden and talking about what a great job Joe Biden does. He's a Zionist that's basically trying to whitewash the American response to the Palestinians and sweep under the rug the mass murder of children that is being funded by our money, right? Much of his fan base is starting to abandon him. If you go to his videos or his Reddit, they're speaking out against him, because his coverage has been absolutely fucking shameful in every goddamn way. He has just shown his true colors, has an incredible fucking piece of shit on this. He is the new weasel, no longer Kyle Clancy. David Pac-Man, weasel-ass, boring motherfucker who should not be supported, in my opinion. But hey, if you love Joe Biden's response, if you think he should be supported and not called out for funding these terrorists, murdering these thousands of children, you should absolutely go watch him instead of me, because I am not going to shut up about it. I am not going to be kowtowed into silence. I'm going to say what I believe. Let the chips fall where they may. So thank you, Great Scott, for the question. Carolyn McMickle, $4.99. What up, Carolyn? Good to see you tonight. And BBC, hero to the show, always with amazing support, says George Santos and my ex-wife are apparently cut from the same cloth. Stealing people's credit cards, being a pathological liar, a narcissist, and an undefeated champion of being a piece of shit. P.S. Your plant is a tent hog. Woo! I love to hear it. Bring lots and lots of it. Love the DSPs, mods, kitties, and puppies. I can't talk to you about my ex-wife. My ex-wife is amazing. Great woman. Would never speak ill of her, and I'm sorry yours did not turn out to be a good woman, but you know who's a good man? You, BBC! Can't wait to hang out with you, and thank you for your generosity. R Bananas got your PayPal donation. Thank you, R. Watching but feeling quiet. Love y'all. Hey, be quiet all you want to. Sometimes you just got to hang out and chill in the background. It's understandable. Good to see you, not R. Jason Ashby, socialism. Everybody give Jason some love for that. Bob Hawk, $7.99. The best thing about Newsome is he could just turn around to Coke Jr. and tell him he had his wife before she melted like the Wicked Witch of the West. Yep, back when she was hot. But he is a good speaker, very erudite. Would be a big upgrade for what we have now. Dockies, $50. You didn't say nothing and ain't got a very generous Dockies. Appreciate you, you fucking hero. Dave Cow. Newsom brought up Biden way too bloody much, in my opinion. He was Hannity Newsom's debate. Wobblehead did sweet FA as per usual. Terrible, terrible impression of New Zealand tonight. But anyway, you're right. He was shilling for Joe Biden too much when he should be running for president himself, in my opinion. Disappointing, but not surprising. Daniel Flores, 20 pounds. Or whatever that shit that is. Thank you very much for your brave coverage of what happens in Palestine. Not many people would do that considering the price, but you once again stand out. I mean, I like to sleep too much. I mean, money's good, and I have a lot of friends that are mad at me and that have abandoned me, and it hurts. But at the same time, if you were ever watching this show and listening to what I said, you know that I'm going to support the oppressed. You know I'm going to support murdered children. You know I'm going to come out as hard as I can and oppose terroristic murderers bombing little kids. And if you didn't know that, you clearly have not been listening all these years. You don't know anything fucking about me. I don't know why you're a fan to begin with. So it's a mystery, but thank you. And I appreciate you, Daniel. And Digital Shinigami going to be a good kind of Karen and give you money. Hell yeah. I love you, Digital Shinigami. That's the best kind of Karen I know. John Bliss, give us this day our crazy Karen. Dead. Done. Just for you, John. BBC, 10 gifts. Hell yes. Socialism. From Super Cool BBC, take it all. Swagger and Cat, thinking of starting an OnlyFans for my cats. The Pharaoh sending their regards. Hey, might be big. Apparently there's plenty of money in the OnlyFans. I heard, what is her name? What is her name? Izzy Azalea. Is that her name? Was making like $45 million a year on OnlyFans. Crazy. I like her. Is that her name? Iggy Azalea? I don't know. Whatever her name is. She's cool. Once you've been to Cambodia, you'll never want to stop beating Henry Kissinger with your bare hands. Anthony Bourdain. Yep. I've heard that quote before. I also heard that Dave Chappelle made a very inappropriate joke about Anthony Bourdain killing himself. So fuck off, Dave. And thank you, Charlie Kelly. Mudbutt. What up, Mudbutt? $20. Here's a few bucks for your kitties. Hell yeah, Mudbutt. Never wipe that thing. You're awesome. Finwald, what if Finwald? $25. Amazingly generous. Can't stop the shade. Oh, hell no. Well, I mean, they could. They could shut me down. I wouldn't be surprised to see that happening. But hey, if they do, I'll just put it on my website and do this show for 10 people and then work at Walmart, I guess. Thank you, Finwald. Kip Weiland, $5. Thank you, Kip. Appreciate you. Good to see you tonight. And Jupe Malignant. Scroll down, scroll down. My kitties to yours. Quinn and Cheesy say hi. Hey, Scritches to Quinn and Cheesy. Or Cheese. Love you. Very generous. Thank you, Jupe. Really appreciate you and appreciate everybody who was generous tonight. Please hit the like button, everybody. That would be amazing of you. And still plenty of time to get your super chats in. We're only halfway done with the show. And if you just had to bail out because the last half is mostly about Palestine, I understand it's depressing, but I'm going to keep covering it. They resume the bombing, and I have to use my platform to try to save as many children as I can. I don't know. Maybe I'm conceited in thinking that I have any effect whatsoever. But it can't hurt to try, right? We have to do something. I feel so helpless. And this is the only thing I know how to do. So let's do it. Time for the Free Palestine segment. No, actually, we're doing the He Shall Be Elon section first. Hell yeah, look at that. It's bad, but not quite as bad. So let's do that first. Timing. Here we go. God damn it. Fucked it up. He shall be Elon. Woo. Well, yeah, perfect. First try. First try, motherfuckers. And first off on the He Shall Be Elon section, God damn it, Rain Musk was back speaking bullshit nonsense. Holy God, how does anybody listen to this and take this seriously? So here he is talking about why he doesn't like, fuck, I drew a blank. What the fuck's the word I'm looking for? Unions! God damn it, Dusty, I'm not even smoking weed. Why he doesn't like unions, folks? Listen to this crazy bullshit.
I disagree with the idea of unions, but perhaps for a reason that is different than people may expect, which is I just don't like anything which creates kind of a lords and peasants sort of thing.
Oh, my God. The richest man in the world, the second richest man in the world now, he just lost his title. The second richest man in the world doesn't like anything that creates lord and peasants type scenarios. You know, like unions, whose goal specifically is to make sure the poor workers get more and are more on a equal playing field with the CEOs and the executives that get paid shit tons of money. Can't make this shit up, folks. From the world's second richest man who considers himself a socialist. Just fucking nonsense.
And I think the unions naturally try to create negativity in a company and create a kind of sort of lords and peasants situation. There are many people at Tesla who have gone from...
Right, enough of that. Fuck off, Ray Musk. Fart. Wander in 5 minutes. And then, folks, I told you about this in the last show, but I didn't actually show it to you. Somebody clip this. How can this be real life beyond parody?
So I will certainly not pander. And Jonathan, like, the only reason I'm here is because you were a friend. Like, what was my speaking fee?
You're not making any... First of all, I'm Andrew, but, yeah, sorry. It's okay. Second of all, we've known each other for...
So stupid, folks. God damn it. Drugs just rotting his brain. So his whole point was to explain how awesome he is. Hey, I didn't even charge a speaking fee. I'm only here because we're such close, good friends. I decided to help you out. And give you my time. Don't even know the motherfucker's name. Holy God, let's watch that one more time. It's so beautiful. That's 3 Chef Kiss Delicious.
So I will certainly not pander. And Jonathan, like, the only reason I'm here is because you were a friend. Like, what was my speaking fee?
You're not making any... First of all, I'm Andrew, but, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, don't even know the guy's name. We're so good friends, though. Love you like a brother. Spend so much time together. But can't remember your name. Just good God, Elon, lay off. And then if you're thinking, hey, why does Elon look so familiar these days? Looking bad. Looking real bad, Elon. It's because he's turned into Max Mom from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Look, spitting goddamn image. What has he done? Like he's done something to his face where his lips go down. It looks like he's maybe tattooed his lips or something. Just good God, dude. A little exercise, less ketamine. I know, crazy coming from me. Less ketamine, more exercise, Elon. Less plastic surgery, anything. Sleep, I don't know. Whatever you're doing, it ain't working, dude. And then The empty suit that is supposed to be the CEO of Twitter, but we know she's not really the CEO of Twitter, decided to explain the disastrous interview where Elon told all the advertisers to fuck off and not advertise when her job specifically is to get new advertisers on YouTube. So she went public to explain it all away by saying, today, Elon Musk gave a wide-ranging and candid interview at Dealbook 2023. He also offered an apology. He did not. An explanation and an explicit point of view about our position. Yeah, he said, fuck the advertisers. X is enabling an information independence that's uncomfortable for some people, like the advertisers. We're a platform that allows people to make their own decisions, like the advertisers. And here's my perspective when it comes to advertising. X is standing at a unique and amazing intersection of free speech and mainstream. And the community is powerful and is here to welcome you to our partners who believe in our meaningful work. Thank you. He literally told your partners to go fuck themselves. He literally said if they don't give him money, that's blackmail, Linda. And she reminds me of this woman from The Boys. Totally got that fucking energy. Nailing it. Trying to explain away the evil bullshit. But it ain't working, Linda. You should start looking for another job immediately. And then apparently Walmart has decided to bail on X now, and the maggots aren't loving it. They're going to boycott Walmart. Hey, good luck, rednecks, boycotting Walmart. Where you gonna shop? You ain't got no choice. Everything else is out of business. You know you're not going to boycott Walmart. Anyway, Lips of TikTok is like, Walmart pulled their advertising from X. Maybe they're just going to focus all their energy on sponsoring grooming events for children. Walmart is a major sponsor and promoter of Pride. Yeah, all gay people are fucking groomers, y'all. Not like a religion. Don't actually call out the real pedophiles because you don't care in any way. And then a mini Dr. Evil. Stephen Miller, Walmart is determined to absolutely screw over its customer base in middle America. Bud Light was the last company to show such unvarnished contempt for its consumers. Oh no, Walmart got woke. Like literally Walmart, one of the least woke companies in the world. It's all chud all the time at fucking Walmart. But go ahead, boycott everything, motherfuckers. Love to see it. And that is my He Shall Be Elon section. How you doing tonight, DSPs? I'm going to miss you this weekend. I'm going to play lots and lots of tribes, and I'm going to miss you. He has a dolphin body, for fuck's sakes. Definitely a weird shape. Just some dips, Elon. Dips. That's good for the body, man. That's 90% of my workout is just doing dips. I have a whole gym in there, and I'm like, fuck that. Dips, motherfuckers. My ass is flat as shit because I don't work legs. My legs shrivel the fuck up, but dips, motherfucker. Not that I do a lot of them. I'm not in good shape. I'm just saying. I'm in better shape than Elon is. Take your wig off, Linda. Psh, please, keep it on. Someone told Elon he had fuck you money. He does have fuck you money. I'll give him that. He's going to be completely fine. Regardless of what happens to him, he knows he's going to be completely fine. So, except for, all the other problems he has that are not money related. Beluga whale body, that is a good description of it. It's like a tiny man inside of him pulling the gears and shit. Push-ups and squats, also good. I hate squats for some reason. I cannot stand doing squats, even though I need to do them so desperately badly. Twitter's a ghetto full of bigots. Yes, but at least it's dying rapidly. Elon has seen the numbers. He knows it's on its way out. He's looking to blame anybody he possibly can, which is the advertisers. And you should. I know I should. I just said I fucking should. Tell me what I should do. Dips are one of the best strength exercises. I know. They do them in prison, y'all, all the time. There's a reason. I'm doing the prison body workout. Hell yeah, I'm preparing. All right, moving right along, folks. It's time for Free Palestine. Yes. If you bail out, I understand it is depressing, but it has to be covered. We cannot turn a blind eye to this because it is our taxpayer dollars paying for this. So they did a very short, I won't even call it ceasefire because they didn't actually cease fire. What they claimed was a ceasefire. And Washington Post, Israel agrees to protect civilians when Gaza war resumes, Blinken says. Blinken is like the top Biden, what do you call that? Representative handling the conflict. Blinken says President Biden's top diplomat says, that's the word I was looking for. It was like right in the first sentence, Dusty. President Biden's top diplomat says he delivered a U.S. imperative that Israel forces adjust their hard-fisted combat strategy. That's right. Joe Biden sent a message to you. You better stop killing so many children, Israel. Hey, if you don't stop killing so many children, I'm going to wag my finger slightly harder. I mean, I'm still going to write you a blank check and fund you with no conditions whatsoever. I'm still going to pass a law that allows us to keep it secret, all the weapons that we give you with absolutely no conditions whatsoever. I'm not going to hold you accountable for the war crimes. In fact, if any other country tries to hold you accountable, I'm going to veto it in the UN, but I will wag my finger at you a little harder. And then Netanyahu's like, shut the fuck up, Grandpa, and cut me another check. And Biden's like, I'm sorry, Netanyahu, I'm sorry. You're not mad at me, are you, Bibi? You're not mad at me, are you? Just goddamn it, pathetic weakness. And so, yeah, I'm convinced, y'all. Israel learned their lesson from this. Oh, what's that? They didn't? No, they didn't. First off, U.S. sends Israel 2,000-pound bunker buster bombs for Gaza. After sending massive bombs, artillery shells, U.S. also urges Israel to limit civilian casualties. Yeah, we just sent you the biggest bombs the mind can imagine. Bunker busters. The ones that blow up entire neighborhoods and kill everybody. I'm sure you're going to be responsible. Hey, if history has proven anything, it's how responsible you're going to be. Don't kill children with it, Israel. We're warning you. So, of course, immediately they resumed the bombing and killed a bunch of fucking children. Ceasefire ends and the flood of footage of brutally injured and traumatized children returns almost immediately. Here we go, folks. Taxpayer dollars at work, funded by Joe Biden. Never gonna be a ceasefire. Never. Israel has a right to defend itself. Just let us know how much you need. What weapons you need, Israel. Yep, not gonna stop talking about it, folks. If you want to shut the fuck up about it, you shut the fuck up about it. Breaking, Israel has killed 52 babies in the last 9 hours. 8,300 children in total killed since October 7th. Fuck you, Joe Biden. Fuck you, United States of America. When the terrorists come, and they will, this is fucking why. Breaking, babies continue to be targeted. Yep, I'm not even going to show you the video. Murder them all over the place. Genocide resumed immediately. Please forgive. Please forgive me, my little son. A bereaved mother in Gaza bids her little son a final farewell after he was brutally murdered by an Israel airstrike this morning. I'm sure he was Hamas, though, right? Completely justified, huh, Joe Biden? No war crimes being committed. Nobody has to be held responsible. Just blank checks and more bombs for these goddamn terrorists in our fucking name, right? But no, we got to stay quiet because, Trump, the boogeyman Trump's going to get a show. Can't talk about it. Can't speak out about it. We just have to keep funding it. Keep letting them murder babies with our fucking money. Keep our fucking mouth shut as they shit down our goddamn throats. Right? Because it's complicated. That's what these motherfuckers keep telling me. And here's how the right is responding to it, folks. Guy brings out his grandbaby, dead grandbaby, suffering from rigor mortis. The right is calling them dolls. Sean King just posted a video of a man in Gaza holding his dead grandson. 2.4 million views. The only problem, this baby is a doll, but it's not. It's a real human being. Doctors have already gone public and said that's clearly a real baby going through rigor mortis. You want to see how dehumanized Palestinians are? A baby passed away, and they're claiming that it's a doll because there's no low they can't sink to, no bottom that they can't fucking find. And this was before the ceasefire. 20,000 dead. 220,000 homes destroyed, 140 media headquarters destroyed, 270 schools destroyed, and 124 health facilities. Mass murder, genocide, war crimes. Funded by Joe Biden. Now they got little kids in Palestine carrying white flags to try to keep them alive. I have no idea why he's doing it. Has no concept of it. But just whatever they can do to keep their children alive from our bombs, from our murder, from our destruction. Meanwhile, the media can't even bring themselves to call children children. Remember I showed in the last show the 8-year-old who was murdered for throwing a rock. Sniper killed him. Here they are on Sky News.
What's happening on the West Bank, forgive me. We've seen teenagers shot dead over the last 24 hours.
No, it was an 8-year-old, you fucking cunt. They can't bring themselves to call children children. They have to be referred to as teenagers or teenage males to make them seem spooky, to make them seem like they could be terrorists, to justify the murder of children. Media completely complicit in all this fucking bullshit. Not just killing children, journalists. Israel now killed journalist Mintazer also off. How many does that make now? Anybody who dares try to get the word out about the atrocities they're committing has to be killed by the terrorist IDF. Meanwhile, remember, we were saying, hey, if you really want to get the hostages back, quit bombing everything. Bombing everything doesn't help you get the hostages back. It makes their lives more in danger. It makes it more likely you're going to kill them, which is exactly what happened. Here's a man whose wife and child was taken hostage by Hamas, who was then killed by the airstrikes of Israel, who is begging them to allow him to bring his wife and child into Israel to be buried because they're Israelis, and they won't let him. To Netanyahu, you killed my wife and children, and Hamas offered to take the bodies to bury them in Israel, but you refused. I asked you to take the bodies and bury them in Israel. This is why we were saying, folks, indiscriminately bombing everywhere. It doesn't make any sense that you're doing this trying to get the hostages back. It was obvious bullshit. They're clearly trying to kill and displace as many people as they can so they can take their land, which is exactly what they're fucking saying. This is not a mystery. It's not complicated. And all the people talking bullshit in the comments, you notice they never have anything to say about the clips I'm showing. They never have anything to say when I show you Netanyahu's words, when I show you the officials in Israel directly telling you what they want to do. They never have any arguments for it. It's just always gaslighting and bullshitting because there ain't nothing you can say. Meanwhile, 927 Mag or 972 Mag put out maybe one of the most important pieces of journalism on the war. Essentially, they confirm with unimpeachable sources that the killing of civilians was all calculated and intentional. Their investigation is based on conversations with 7 current and former members of Israeli intelligence community, including military intelligence and Air Force personnel who were involved in Israeli operations in the besieged Strip. In addition to Palestinian testimonies, data, and documentation from the Gaza Strip and official statements by the IDF spokesperson and other Israeli state institutions. What the investigation reveals is that the Israel army has files on the vast majority of potential targets in Gaza, including homes, which stipulate the number of civilians who are likely to be killed in an attack on a potential target. This number is calculated and known in advance to the Army's intelligence units, who also know shortly before carrying out an attack roughly how many civilians are certain to be killed. One source told them nothing happens by accident. When a 3-year-old girl is killed in a home in Gaza, it's because someone in the Army decided it wasn't a big deal for her to be killed. That it was a price worth paying in order to hit another target. We are not Hamas. These are not random rockets. Everything is intentional. We know exactly how much collateral damage there is in every home. They know, just like they knew the terrorist attack on October 7th was going to happen before it happened, and they let it happen on purpose. They let their own people get killed to give them an excuse to commit war crimes, to commit genocide, to commit ethnic cleansing, because the whole purpose is to displace these people and take their fucking shit. Backed by our dollars. And the only person who can stop it is Joe Biden. And people ask me all the time, Dusty, what do you want Joe Biden to do? It's complicated. It's not fucking complicated. It's very easy to understand what any decent person would do who is in power. What do I want Joe Biden to do? I want him to immediately tell Israel, you have to cease fire now, today, right away. If you don't, I'm vetoing every cent we're going to send you guys from here on out. I'm going to submit war crimes to The Hague for every single one of you. I'm going to hold you fucking accountable. I'm no longer going to veto your international war crimes when they come up in the UN. You no longer have America as a friend, as an ally, unless you stop immediately. That's what anybody with a soul would do. Anybody who knows how many thousands of children have been murdered by this campaign. Any decent man would do this, but not Joe Biden. And fuck you for telling me to be quiet about it. Fuck you for telling me not to speak out about it. You can support this evil all you want to, but don't expect me to. Don't expect me to be peer pressured into it. Don't expect me to stop talking about it because you threatened to stop funding me. I can't be bought. And I won't shut up. Then Israel put out this War Games-esque map. The Hunger Games. Zone 43 is today's death toll. Basically, they put it out to say, hey, we're going to bomb Zone 72 today. Better move to Zone 71. The IDF has published an interactive map splitting the Gaza Strip into hundreds of small zones, which it will use to notify Palestinian civilians of active combat zones. Look at this crazy ass shit. What the fuck? Mass murder by numbers. The new dystopian phase of Israeli genocide. But here's the thing. You cut off the electricity, you cut off the internet. How the fuck are they supposed to know?
The map that was sent by the Israeli military, an interactive map, so people could locate their blocks, as they have effectively divided the southern part of the Gaza Strip, namely Khan Yunis city and Rafah city, into blocks with numbers. But the one thing that the Israeli military has forgotten about, that most people here do not have electricity, do not have internet access to check this interactive map. So it's all pointless.
I see the trolls in the comments, but you guys have no counter arguments. Tell me I'm wrong about this. Like, make an argument explaining why what I'm saying is incorrect. Anything. These guys are lying. I have evidence. Here's my link to the evidence. Oh, this is not true. No, you can't do it. All you can say is insults and gaslighting. You have nothing. But I like it because the more people that read what you say, the more of us know you're full of shit. You have nothing. This is all you have. You're actually hurting your own side. I know a lot of you are trolls and you don't care. That's the whole point. You're just trying to fucking troll. But otherwise, not doing your side any fucking favors. And then Israel soldiers are now openly taking over homes in Gaza and declaring it theirs. The owners are either dead or forcefully displaced to the south. This is the whole plan the whole time, folks. They're not even making any bones about it. They're not trying to hide it. This is the plan. Kill them all, take all their shit. They told you. They gave you the Bible verses specifically that said, this is what we're doing. Basically, these Bible verses, it says, go into their land, kill them all, take all their shit. Meanwhile, in Israel, the number one song on the music charts, Charbu Darbu, is over a drill beat. It calls for genocide against Palestinians, calling them rats and sons of Amalek, and calls for the Israeli military to kill terrorist Bella Hadid. Oh no, and Dua Lipa. Fuck you better not lay a goddamn hand on Dua Lipa. I'll get real upset about that shit. And Mia Khalifa, I don't care about Mia Khalifa, but hands off Dua Lipa. Let me say Dua Lipa. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name, but that's how I pronounce it. Love that girl. However you pronounce her name. And it's almost like they wants to hate on them, folks. I don't know why. I don't know why they're doing this. Other than the fact that they have this oppression fetish, and the more people they can make hate them, the more they can say, oh, look, everybody hates us. Everybody hates the Jews. We have the right to kill anybody we want to because everybody hates us. That's the only reason I can think they're doing this, folks. An example of the idea of propaganda aimed at Israelis. First, they moved the prayer rug into the bathroom, and then he's going to shit it in a bag and then throw it on a site they just bombed. Look how cute they are. Yeah, it's a toilet. No water, no problem. I'll just shit in a bag. Right above this prayer rug. Look, ooh, I'm dancing around. They want us to hate them. They're doing this on purpose. Fire in the hole, and then gonna throw it on the people they bombed and killed. Yeah, super cool, Israel, super cool. Yay! We're war criminals! We kill children! Aren't we cool? Yay! They're doing this to put it in our face, folks. They're doing it to put their dicks in our eyes because they know we're their cucks. They know Americans are their fucking bitches, and they love putting it in our fucking faces. They love it, grinding that shit into us. And they're right. They're right, folks. What can I say? Load up. Come on, you can do it, X. I have faith in you. Come on, Elon. Load the fuck up, dude. Come on, you got it. Meanwhile, foaming at the mouth for genocide, folks. Jan Peleg, humanitarian aid to Gaza. Alarm clocks for tomorrow at 7 o'clock when the ceasefire ends. Yay! We're going to start killing you all again. We're going to kill all your children again. Hooray! Look at all the bombs America funded for us. We're the good guys, y'all. They want us to hate them. Don't believe me? Here's some Zionist man on the street interviews with Israelis.
Israelis have to take over, and they have to kick them away. It will be much better not to kill them, just to go back to Arab countries.
But it's really rightfully ours if you look at the history and at like the wars, and we didn't even start a lot of the wars. And we conquered these places rightfully, like it's ours.
1,400 years later, we come back. Now, I'm not saying that we can blame the people living here for what happened, but you got to accept that that's some kind of divine justice, that their great-great-great-great-grandfathers kicked my great-great-great-grandfather out of here, and then we come back, and all of a sudden they're like, well, no, we don't want it, it's not fair.
I think that the Jews came here, they took this land, and this is our land now, and I don't think there should be here no Arabs. Like Arabs, they won, we gave them Gaza, they should go live there quietly if they want. They should go back to Iraq, I don't know, to wherever they want.
Yeah, I know this clip's probably old. Everybody's like, old. Don't tell me it's old. It's still relevant. And it's going viral, so it's why you get saw it again. And then a message from Yanni Leviathan, an Israeli journalist and musician, folks. This is the message they're putting out there because they want us to hate them. Yanni says, to those who reply to me with pictures of the damage and destruction in Gaza as if this is supposed to be something that moves me, you should know how much I really, truly, in my heart, don't care. In fact, this is what the saying, I couldn't care less, was made for. When I see dead Gazans, I don't see dead Gazans. I see the dead Israelis who came before them. When I see suffering Gazans, I don't see suffering Gazans. I see the suffering Israelis being kept in the dark dungeons underground. You see, Hamas' attack on October 7th was so successful that it blinded all of us to anything related to Gaza, Gazans, or the troubles of either one. We only see blue and white now. And we are angry than ever. Our blood is boiling hotter than ever. We care less about Gaza than ever. We care less about world opinion than ever. We want the IDF to use more firepower than ever. But most of all, we want our people back more than ever. And we would do whatever it takes. You're bombing and killing them. Literally anything. Nothing's off the table. Mercy is a foreign concept that has no application here. The opposite. We want our army to attack with whatever the opposite of mercy is. We're more insistent than ever that the war will continue into southern Gaza until it reaches all the way to Qatar, where the Mossad has formally been instructed to draw up plans for taking out the cowardly Hamas leaders hiding like rats. And every day this war continues, our feelings get stronger, our anger gets stronger, our thirst for revenge gets stronger, our willingness to cause massive damage without the slightest care in the world. And our quest to free our people has already gotten strong and will continue to get stronger. The Gaza will long for the wars of past, which will seem like a trip to Disneyland in comparison. But most of all, we're more insistent than ever that Palestinians will never have a state anywhere near our borders. Those dreams died along with our people on October 7th. Just putting it in our face. They're not, I mean, I give it to them. At least they're not hiding it. They're not making any bones about it. They're just telling you fucking outright. We don't give a fuck. We don't care how many children we kill. We don't care how many people we cleanse. We don't care how many people we displace. Kill you all, take your shit. No mercy. No sympathy. Meanwhile, did you guys see this fucking bullshit? So you guys know who Juliana Margulies is? Actress. Been on a bunch of shit like The Good Wife. Plays a lesbian on a show. So I guess she thinks she's a lesbian in real life. She's not a lesbian in real life. Let me show you her husband just before I play this clip. She dated this fucking smoke show. Julia Margulies' husband. No, that's not. It didn't. Julian Margulies' husband. I'm not saying her name right. It's typing everything I'm saying. That is not what I want. Here we go. Here's our smoke show husband that she's married to, this guy. So she's not a lesbian. I want you guys to know that before I play this incredibly racist fucking clip where she basically blames black folks for not speaking out for Jews.
Movement. The Jews were the ones that walked side by side with the blacks to fight for their rights because they know.
You owe them blacks. The blacks owe the Jews. So you better let them war crime and kill all the children they want to, blacks.
And now the black community isn't embracing us and saying we stand with you the way you stood with us. Jews died for their cause. Where's the history lesson in that? Who's teaching these kids? Because the fact that the entire black community isn't standing with us, to me, says either they just don't know, or they've been brainwashed.
Or they've seen all the video clips that you guys are murdering thousands upon thousands of children and ethnically cleansing people, and they're not for that because they know how that feels, maybe.
To hate Jews. But when you've been marginalized so much as a community, the way I feel we have, isn't that when you step up? So
well, I think I think you're right. I think the brainwashing is that there's this narrative that's been created that Jews are the oppressor, Jews are genocidal.
When have we ever oppressed? Ever?
Well, right now, constantly. What the fuck you talk about?
You can use the argument for Israel. The UN. I mean, here's what kills me, is that these kids are calling the Jews colonialists.
You are? Yes.
If you're gonna go with that argument, kids, then get the fuck out of America.
Right.
Because you were not here first.
Right.
America also colonialists, yes.
Native Americans were here, and you owe them a big fucking apology. And
yes, exactly. Thank you.
And move the fuck out.
Yeah.
What? I'm not moving the fuck out. No one's asking you guys to move the fuck out. We're asking you to stop murdering the people you're colonizing.
We're the biggest occupier of all.
That's not even the fucking clip I wanted. God damn it. Where's the other clip? Here we go.
Rate the use of pronouns.
It's those kids who are spewing this anti-Semitic hate that have no idea if they stepped foot in an Islamic country. These people who want us to call them they, them, or whatever they want us to call them, which I have respectfully really made a point of doing. Like, be whoever you want to be. It's those people that will be the first people beheaded and their heads played with a soccer ball. Like
okay. Let's say that is true. I still don't want you to murder their children by the thousands. I still don't think they should be ethnically cleansed, and you should take their fucking shit, right? You see the difference there? I want to be better than the people you're claiming would do that, right?
Soccer ball on the field. You know, there was a film being shown by this black lesbian club on Columbia campus, and they put signs up that said no Jews allowed.
No, they didn't, you fucking liar. They were playing a pro-Palestinian video, and they had a sign up that said no Zionist. A Zionist is not the same as Jew. There are so many anti-Zionist Jews speaking out, rallying, protesting against exactly what you guys are doing. They're not the fucking same thing. Don't equate the two. Don't lie. Why are you lying?
And as someone who plays a lesbian journalist on the morning show, I'm more offended by it as a lesbian than I am as a Jew, to be honest with you.
You're not a lesbian! Playing a lesbian on TV doesn't make you a fucking lesbian. What are you talking about? Literally plays a lesbian so she now thinks that she can speak for the gay community. This is the level of brain rot she has.
Because I want to say to them, you fucking idiots.
They're the fucking idiots.
You don't exist. Like, you're even lower.
The character you're playing doesn't exist.
Than the Jews. A, you're black, and B, you're gay.
You hear what she just said? You're even lower than the Jews. You blacks are even lower than the Jews and the gays.
Like, you're even lower than the Jews. A, you're black, and B, you're gay. And you're turning your back against the people who support you?
Yeah, great support. But you owe them blacks. You owe Julie Murlagas, the super lesbian Julie Murlagas, or whatever the fuck her name is. I can't pronounce it, but I don't give a shit. Fuck her. And then, oh, they deleted it. Okay. Oh, no, here it is. AIPAC again, folks. For some reason, they want you to hate them. So someone post this. Peace, please. A call for peace. How could you have any problem with a call for fucking peace? A child not wanting to be murdered wants peace, please. But AIPAC got a problem with it. For everyone's sake, Mark Pokin, stop calling to let Hamas stay armed and in power, able to fulfill its promise to repeat October 7th again and again. For a better future for Israeli and Palestinians, for peace to be possible, Hamas must be destroyed, yet no fucking peace. In the Humanist Report, I agree. You're attacking a member of Congress for calling for peace. Go fuck yourself, you genocidal piece of shit. And yes, I agree. AIPAC. Holy God. Are you the baddies? Meanwhile, yep, in America, I think this person stole my idea. Remember, I had this as sort of a thumbnail on one of my videos recently. But yep, liberty to kill. Here's America for you. Hey, but everybody, don't call America out. Don't call Joe Biden out, because if you do that, Donald Trump might be president, right? We can't talk about, shh, just let him do it. Just let him, no pressure on Joe Biden, even though he's the only person that can stop this. No pressure. Don't tell the truth. Because if you do, you gotta get Trump elected. Quiet, y'all. Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off. Go to David Pakman, please. He's your man, not me. Meanwhile, I guess the Pope now is anti-Semitic.
Ma qui siamo andati oltre le
We have gone
guerre.
beyond wars.
Questo non è guerra
This
già.
is not war.
Questo è
This is
terrorismo.
terrorism. Good on you, Pope. Is that the same Pope? Did we get a new Pope? Did I miss getting a new Pope? Maybe that's the same Pope. Maybe just old now. But anyway, they're going to be mad at the fucking Pope now, I guess. Harsh words from the Pope Francis on Israel's bombing of Gaza. This is not war, this is terrorism. Israel and Biden have completely lost the moral argument. Yeah, you're super Catholic, aren't you, Joe Biden? Here's your Pope. Here's the man who supposedly has a direct line to God, who is God's representative on the earth, who has literally just told you, you have to stop doing what you're doing. Are you going to listen? No, because he isn't actually a real Catholic. He's not. He doesn't actually care about what he says he cares about. He doesn't actually worship what he says he worships. He worships Israel. That's his real fucking God. Because if it wasn't, he'd be following the Pope's advice right now. The spokesman for God on earth he will be listening to right now, and he's fucking not. Doesn't give a shit. Meanwhile, some heroes out there, at least, Americans are starting to wake up for the first time in my lifetime. Look at these fucking pieces of shit. At the Friends of IDF Gala. This is really some Hunger Games type of shit where rich people in their fancy suits, their fancy dresses, at their big money parties, funding, celebrating IDF as they murder children. And at least some people have the guts to stand up. Look at all these fucking assholes. When the terrorists come, this'll be why, folks. They're going to take a lot of good people with them. Don't do it, terrorists. Don't get what they want. Don't get what they want. All they're going to do is kill more of you. Let them be the bad guys. Film it. Let the world see who is evil here. And some of us will stand up. Some of us will speak out. A lot of us won't. A lot of them won't. A lot of them will be like, can't speak out against Joe Biden. A lot of these cowards won't grow a fucking spine, but a lot of us will, and we will make change, I promise you. Do not stoop to their level. Meanwhile, one more video on this, and this is a good one, folks, talking about Americans waking up, speaking out. This is very well said. I'm going to play this whole thing.
Israel and the United States have already lost this war. And let me tell you what I mean. And I'm just going to be brutally honest with you, all right? I don't mean to offend anybody, but I'm just going to be brutally honest with you. Before this situation happened, my opinion of the Israel versus Palestine issue is that Israel was the good guys and everybody was trying to kill them, and they were surrounded by a bunch of Arab terrorists in all these different countries, and the people in Gaza and the West Bank were mostly terrorists.
I'm gonna start this video over again. The audio's fucking up on my end a little bit, so I can fix it.
Israel terrorists in all these different countries, and the people in Gaza and the West Bank were mostly terrorists, Muslim terrorists who just wanted to kill all the Jewish people, or they were protecting terrorists, one or the other. Okay, that was my knowledge. That has what has been fed to me in the United States of America for the 54 years of my life.
Yep.
Now, I have educated myself on the situation. I know about the Nakba and Tantura. I know about the Israeli PR firm of Hasbara. I mean, I've now started to educate myself on this stuff. I've said to myself, well, why is all this happening? And so I learned about the 1953 CIA coup toppling the government of Iran, and then how that sparked the Iranian Revolution in 1979, which basically that it was the foundation of terror as we know it in the Middle East, right? We've learned about all of these things, okay? And we've learned that the United States funds 16% of Israel's military budget. Israel, with their free health care for all, we give them billions and billions of dollars for bombs. Yep. We have learned so much in this conflict because the information is here in places like TikTok. And I hate to say this, but it's true. The only thing that is going to change this conflict is the horror of Western people like me right now that are seeing this and saying, holy f***. But you have to understand something. We're just getting to this spot right now.
Yep.
And what we're seeing is that the Palestinian people have been undergoing this for 75 years. This is no different than anything else that they've gone through for 75 years. Entire generations. Okay? What's different about it this time? Internet. Westerners are finally speaking up. And unfortunately, that's the only thing the Palestinians can do to get their message out to the world. Yep. Because the Zionist Israelis have they have a hold on the information networks and always have. That has now disappeared. And they're still trying desperately to frame the narrative on social media, but now people are seeing through it. Now we have things like TikTok where we can screenshot Israel's statements that they put out where they claim that they did bomb the hospital, and then we can see them delete them, and then we can see them come up with a new one that's this is a video, and then we can prove that the video is fake, and then we can follow everything that's happening. All we got to do is open our eyes and start looking, okay? And so this is what's going to happen. Israel's money is going to dry up from the United States. Right now, there's one thing that unites Democrat and Republican politicians and media in the United States, and that is the support for Israel. That's what it is. Unbelievable that there's nothing else that Republicans and Democrats are aligned on.
Always been that way.
America is in bed with the Zionist Jewish lobby.
Yep.
And we see that now, and we are going to dry that funding up, let me tell you. It may seem like, we've been trying to do this for years and years and years and years, but it just never works. Yeah, it's going to work now because white people like myself are finally telling the story of the Palestinian people.
Maybe.
That's what's going to happen. And it's gross. It's disgusting that that's what it takes. But it's here, and we are going to hold them accountable. Like I'm telling you right now, I've made a solemn promise to myself and here vocally on TikTok. I will never vote for another politician under any circumstances who supports the funding of Israel. Period. And I'm just one guy with a small platform. But let me tell you, there's more of me and more of me and more of me. And I'm going to keep educating people, and they're going to keep educating people, and we're all going to just say, we will no longer vote for anybody who funds.
They won't, though. Like, I've had so many Democrats message me and yell at me for even pointing this out. They're not on board with it. They're fine with it. I mean, they're not fine with it, but they're not upset about it enough to actually do anything about it, to actually try to hold Joe Biden accountable, because they're so scared of Donald Trump being president. So just let him do whatever he wants to do. Keep your mouth shut. So I'm not as optimistic.
Israel. And I'm telling you, when that happens, the state of Israel that you know of today will cease to exist. It will either adapt and make peace, or it will be destroyed, because they won't have any money anymore. Because the only reason Israel is alive today is because of America's money. Period.
I mean, that's true.
That's the reality of the situation. And so how do I see this ending? Not only with a marked change in what Israel is right now, but the freedom of the Palestinian people. And then I see this influencing many, many, many other revolutions across the world, just like the American Revolution did, right? That's what's going to happen. People are waking up, and I can't wait for it.
I mean, I'm not that optimistic. I think it will happen, maybe eventually, but it'll take generations and generations of these old people dying off. My generation will have to die off. And then maybe eventually young people can overcome this, wise up. Maybe the internet will bring us closer together. That's what I'm hoping. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon, unfortunately. What it looks like to me, it looks like Joe Biden is going to continue funding them. And whether Joe Biden wins or Donald Trump wins, it's not going to matter. They're going to keep funding them, and they're going to keep ethnic cleansing them. And they're going to keep on chasing them out of their land. And then they're just going to take over all of Gaza. Israel will have all of Gaza, and no one's actually going to stand up and do anything to them about it. That's what it looks like to me. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm not right about that. I'm going to fight to make sure that doesn't happen, but that definitely looks like what it's going towards. Anyway, that's my Palestinian coverage. What you guys got to say about it? Cannot be a one-issue voter. I mean, I agree, but if there was one issue to vote on, it would be the mass murder of children, right? That's a good one to vote on. I won't hold my breath either, Sulfur. Both parties throw money at Israel. They do. Absolutely. So many useless comments. God damn it. Why are some of you are so stupid? Like, I don't even know why you watch this show. It seems like you have to be at least a little bit intellectual to watch this show. At least you have to care about news and current events to tune into this, which most people don't. Most people just want to watch like reality television, dating shows and shit, and not be bothered to educate themselves or anything. So you have to be at least a certain amount of intelligent to watch this, and yet there's still so many of you who are such fucking idiots. It's strange. Fuck Israel, I agree. All right, let's wrap the show up, folks. I got a couple palate cleansers for you. Prepare to be cleansed, my children. Palate cleanser. Still got to make me an intro video for it. First off, I like pranks where nobody's hurt, where you're not abusing people. And this was pretty cool. Guy who got him a little fake dog down here, pretending to be a statue and scaring folks. Let's have a look. Oh, shit. Pretty funny. At least everyone's got a good sense of humor about it. Make people laugh. That's what I want to do with my life. And then on the palate cleansers, you gotta see this one. I don't know if this is real or not, but when a shadow betrays you, and hey, look at this buff beefcake of a man. Oh no, he got a little weenie. You got a little teeny weenie. You should have like put the thing all the way to your body. This is probably fake though. I don't know what you guys think. So hard to tell. But he was in the water. It was cold. He's a grower, not a shower. And then one more. Once again, I don't know if this is real or not. It's hard to tell if anything is real on the internet anymore. Everything is so fake and made for clout, but I'm just going to pretend like this one's real because I want it to be. Anyway, this guy gets pranked by the ride operator and starts screaming for his mama. Let's have a look.
You gotta tighten your seatbelt. Huh?
Who, him?
Who? Way too loose, man. You can slip out. You gotta tighten it. Pull on it.
Bro, you were. Oh my God.
No, pull it from the bottom.
Bro,
it's like a car seatbelt. Like you just pull it and it'll still. This?
Wait, is mine too loose?
Actually, both of them. Hey, I got both seatbelts completely loose.
Surely that can't be real. I never seen anybody in real life scream for their mama like that. But I don't know, maybe the guy's just a mama's boy. Last thing he thinks about when he thinks he's gonna die is mama. Oh no, I'd be thinking, fuck, god damn it, no, fuck this bullshit. Anyway, yeah, poor guy looks like he's about to pass out. There's no excuse for that man's reaction. Oh no, maybe he just loved his mama. Maybe it's sweet. Who are we to judge a man's love for his mama? I love my mama. I ain't gonna hate on him. That's real, you think? He's got to be acting, maybe. So hard to tell, damn internet. And all right, folks, that's my show. I appreciate it. Gonna read the super chats real quick, but if you bail out, please hit the like button before you go. Please leave comments, hit the like button, subscribe, all of the things. I would very much appreciate it. Become a patron, very important. Become a patron, please. Please help my brother out, HBO. And thank you, Mike Hunt. I get it. Mike Hunt, get it. Haha. Appreciate you. Leonard Arola. I don't know what the hell that says, but stay strong. I will appreciate it. BBC hitting me hard like he do. It kills me to think that my taxes are paying for unaliving. I know, right? Unaliving kids. It's fucking bullshit. People want me to be quiet about it. People telling me to shut the fuck up. God damn it. Makes me want to just scream louder. Welcome to Dust Buddies, Reliable Doubt. Spam the chat with impunity and keeping it real, Dusty. I will. It's just fantastic. Thank you for your generosity. Anthony Cannon chilling here with my dog and baby nephew. Tell him what up. Glad I can catch the live show for the first time this week. Hell yeah, live's where it's at. The chat is amazing. Linda gave you guys one Cultust membership. Appreciate you, Linda. Some in chat defending Israel are straight trolls. I know. They have nothing better with their lives. It's how pathetic they are. I've had people message me like, I literally don't care if they're killing children. I know. That's why you're a fucking troll. That's why you're such a sad, pathetic piece of human excrement, right? And I kind of feel sorry for you in a way because I have more empathy than you do. Rosa Smith, a wife got butthurt that you made fun of Last Dance movie on After Hours. That's so bad. It's such a horrible movie. She told me to give Dusty $5 and say, suck my dick. All in fun. Love you, brother. You could do better. You could do better than Rosie Smith's wife. Not a good movie. Although I like that girl, Julia, whatever her name is, Stiles. She was pretty cool back in the day, but can't dance worth the shit. Horrible. And thank you, Janice Tillman. Appreciate you. Good to see you tonight. Fix-a-Mints, Oral Mints, $10. Thank you. Appreciate you. Can't pronounce your name, but I love you. All right. Is that all? I think that's it. Hell yeah. Folks, we're about to do the after party. I got some stuff to play for you after party. Some debunking videos of fake and dangerous viral videos. I saw this earlier and liked that one. We talked about the inmate that stabbed Derek Chauvin. Going to check in on the shiv to make sure it's okay. And did you guys see the viral video where the dude walks in on his dad and his girlfriend? Did you see that one? We're going to play that one and see if we think he overreacted. Boy, what was this one? I don't know. We're going to play them all, folks. So tune into the after party right now, available to all the Dust Buddies and the patrons. If you're not one of those, correct yourself. Lots of free content on the Patreon. So go sign up. The rest of you guys, I get the weekend off. Hell yeah, going to play me some Tribes. going to sleep a lot or whatever. Have me some cool ass dreams. So see you guys on Monday. I love the shit out of you. I appreciate you. And Logic, fuck yes. And now it's time for the after party. Not the after party, the kitty party before the after party. So many parties. Keep speaking. No matter what, I'm going to. I mean, as long as I'm able to. As long as people support the show, I'm going to keep doing it. If I have to go work for Walmart or if no one watches the show, then I can't do it anymore. But, you know, you guys have been very generous. So it looks like I'm going to be able to continue to do this for a while. So awesome. And the cats already know what's up. Hell yeah. So let's play Kitty Party, an original song specifically written for this section by Dusty Smith. All right, let's see. Scroll up. Where is it? Here we go. Boom. I need to rename these songs. They're not named correctly on here, but this one's called Kitty Party. Oh. Uh-huh. Get down now. Kitty Party time. Precious, get over here. Get over here, Precious. So antisocial. Come on, Precious. Here you go. You can have some. There you go. Go get them. They're right there. So close. I guess that's all that's in here. Hell yeah. Good kitty party. Look at all the sweet kitties. Thank you, everybody who supported the show. Support all these cute-ass rescues. Welcome to the PTL Heroes, June. That's the way to do it. You are a hero. Appreciate you. Love you guys. See you next party. Rest of you good night. Switch over now.